Hello. Welcome to the Fit and Free Show with me. I'm ZGALA the Art Angel. You can call me Auntie Angel. And it's been a while since I did a stretching session in the Head Hutt. Since last fall, actually. And it's almost, it's 4:20, y'all. It's April 20th, 2025. And once again, I'm climbing back on track. Here to move my body, get a little silly, maybe sing my life a little bit, and invite you to join me to whatever degree feels good in your body. Yes, I like to be silly, and if that's all you get out of it, that's fine too, but I do hope that I will inspire you to move your body, love your body a little bit more. It's the one thing you can't live without. It's the one thing that's been with you through thick and thin, through all the good and bad choices that you've made. There's been your body sticking it out with you. I'm going to do a little stretching. I got a sweatshirt on my legs because I got thin pants on and it's a little chilly in here. But the sun is shining in. You can't quite see that other than the effects of it. But it's getting to be that golden hour time of day. This is a way that I like to just kind of hang out. Back in the days when I used to watch television more, I would sit on the living room floor sometimes and do this. But now I do it in the Head Hutt sometimes, and I'm balancing on those sits bones. It's a nice, like, resting, stretching, kind of fun playing around on the floor position. Can kind of rock back and forth on those sits bones, both to be playful and silly, and also wake those up, bring those feet together and clap the soles of the feet, the palms of the feet and the soles of the hands. I'm going to bring those soles of feet together into what's commonly called a butterfly pose. I'm going to turn back this way. Oh, I got something chilly back there. It's a pillow with metal balls on it. I got this cool set of tuning forks that I'm just starting to play with, and that will distract me from my stretching if I'm not careful. So just bringing my body up onto the sits bones and adjusting accordingly. And I like to do this rocking both back and forth or sometimes flapping. Some people don't like to do that rocking. It really depends on your level of flexibility and what's comfortable. So I encourage you to always listen to your own body, follow your own lead, and don't do anything that doesn't feel like you shouldn't. It feels like you shouldn't be doing it in your body. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, just giving that a few breaths to relax into that stretch. I'm going to stop that bouncing now and just let the muscles lengthen. I've been studying my level 2 yoga certification and really getting into some good anatomy and physiology review, which I have had many rounds of, and it's nice to have another fresh round of it and to feel like I'm really learning this stuff. I felt that way before, but every round I go through it, I remember that for one, it's good to keep going through it because there's always both new information coming to light and also we forget things, or maybe we didn't learn things completely the first time, and so the second time you learn it a little bit deeper, a little bit better. At least that's how my life has been. I'm just continuing to really let this pose deepen. You can pull these, I still have my feet squeezed together here. You could pull those heels closer to the groin if you wanted a deeper stretch. I'm going to bring these knees together and plant the feet on the floor. Give those knees just a little love. And I'm going to do some spinal rolls, making sure there's nothing too close behind me. I'm going to move these rocks and things. I like my rocks and things. I got a rock, I got a candle, I got some vanilla neroli oil, which I carry in my Etsy shop. You should check it out. It smells divine. Put a little of that on. because it doesn't hurt the mood. Kind of helps sometimes. And I have this cool felt heart hangy thing that my friend Jules made for me long ago. All right, now I'm going to do some spinal rolls, which is just simply that, rolling, trying to keep it in a straight line. Now, this is best done on a mat, or I have a carpet down here. You can kind of see it's just a thin carpet, but that's enough. It's a little brutal to do on plain tile or hardwood floor if you don't have at least a little cushion, at least for me. But it is a great way to wake up the spine, check in with the alignment. You can get more or less rigorous. You could lift up into a shoulder stand. You could lift all the way up at the roll up if you wanted to get more rigorous with it. But I like to a lot of times just do this kind of gentle. You can almost massage, or not kind of, you can massage the back, especially those butt muscles and the low back around the sacrum. Feels really good sometimes. Give that a little massage. And I'm going to come all the way down and hug the knees to the chest. Just rock that back and forth a little bit. And then I'm going to flex the toes, bring my hands to the bottom of the toes, and straighten the legs, coming up into a forward, inverted forward fold. I know I can't see you, so you probably can't see me. I can't see me, so you probably can't see me. That's what I meant. Anyway, just playing with straightening and bending those knees a little bit. Just playing around, letting the blood flow out of those legs. Maybe giving the ankles a little rotation. As you can gather, this just turned into a real freestyle roll around on the floor stretch. And I think that's perfect. Play with bringing those legs wider for a nice stretch or together. And I'm going to bring that back into a more working position by coming back onto the sits bones and balancing there. You can play a little with rounding the spine, straightening the spine. That both feels good and can add some work if you're able to stay up on the sits bones while you do that. Rounding, really pulling into that roundedness feels good, and then straightening, using the arms to help pull myself and stabilize myself as I straighten the back. That sunshine's coming in at a late angle. And straightening again. Let's bring these palms of feet back together. Come back into that butterfly stance where we started. Pose, rather. Bringing my hands again to hang on to those feet. I'm going to explore that pose one more time before bringing both knees up again. And this time I'm going to straighten one leg. So straightening the left leg. I'm going to come back a little bit so that you can see more of me, and I'm going to flex this toe of the window, so opening the door there, bringing this knee up close to the body, and let's add some spinal twisting. So I'm going to hook this arm over on the other side of that bent knee and onto, I'm actually going to hang on to the outside of this knee and bringing this left hand behind the body in close, and then twisting through the torso. I'm using this bent leg both to help push against for a little torque, and also I'm pressing this foot a little bit into the flow, into the ground, kind of adding some stability and keeping those hips rooted facing forward as I twist through the spine all the way up into the neck with the eyes. Giving that a nice breath as we wring out all the organs, and then unwinding from the top to the bottom, starting with the eyes, through the shoulders, all the way back to the center. Let's hang on to that single leg and just bring that up for an additional stretch. Again, just kind of playing around freestyle stretching. Bring that to the side and to the front a couple of times, just playing with that. Kind of a hot spot back here that doesn't like to let go, so it's good to play around with that when it's game and not too hot. Again, listen to your own body and respect your own body. Love your own body. I'll put that foot out and bring this other foot up in close. This foot flat on the floor, this knee in close, and adjusting on my little pillow here for bringing this same side as the bent leg, arm across the body, hanging onto this knee, and then the right hand behind the body, and lifting the spine upright, and then twisting from the bottom all the way through the chest, through the neck with the eyes, to the top, using again this arm and leg against each other for a little bit of torque, and also trying to remember to press down with this foot. So I'm trying to bring the body up a little bit to straighten the spine and get that twist going on in a nice straight upright spine. See if you can feel into that. There's a difference between just kind of rolled back on the sits bones and trying to twist, as opposed to coming up on the sits bone. And part of how it helps me do that is to press onto that foot and then twisting and then untwisting from the top to the bottom, coming back to center. And let's grab the bottom of this foot and again play around with straightening and bringing that out to the side and to the front, to the side, trying to keep the body nice and straight and upright. Along the while, meanwhile, and playing a little with that bending and straightening. This one has less heat in it for me, but it's not necessarily more flexible. Maybe it's just more numb. Sometimes that's the case. Just playing around with what feels good, following the body's lead there. And I'm going to bring this back down and bounce both of those knees out. Let's do a little forward folding over those legs. We'll turn this way so you can see I'm going to fold from the hips here with a relatively flat back, and then I'm going to change that up and round the back, aiming the forehead for the knees. Rounded spine, pulling the abdomen in. Breathing in and lifting, and then exhaling, and this time with a flat back, aiming the chin for the toes, using the hands on the legs to pull the body forward a little bit, lengthening the spine. And again, rounding down, aiming the forehead for the knees. Breathing in and lifting, and then exhaling, flat back, lengthening the spine, aiming the chin for the toes. Got my second butt hanging out there. That's what my son called that when he was but a wee lad, like, you know, that tender age of 3 or 4. My kids are so darling. And I still think of it. He was right, though. It's like a second butt there. Anyway, you know, there's worse things. I'll keep working on it, on all the things and stuff. Man, it is beautiful right now. I hope you're enjoying wherever you are, whatever you're into. I really do. Thank you for stopping by and giving me a little of your time or sharing some of your time with me. I hope that you're remembering to give yourself a little bit more love, because you're worth it. I don't know if this singing bowl shows up. I'm hoping it does. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao for now.